And right now I'm joined by Zena Stenvik, superintendent for the Columbia Heights School District, where Liam and Elizabeth are both students. Welcome back to the program. I think a lot of our viewers were touched by your reporting essentially on Liam and what a great little kid he is, now that he's going to be hopefully headed back to school. Let's start with Elizabeth, though, and the others who are in custody. And have you heard anything about their situation?
So they're still at the Dilley Center in Texas. One report that I received yesterday is that now I'm hearing that there's a measles outbreak at the Dilley Center. So
that's what we're understanding as well. Yes.
I continue to be very concerned for the well-being of our students and also all of the children and families who are being detained.
I'm sure it was very emotional for you to see those photos of Liam. They were able to find a bunny hat for him after the one apparently that he had when he was taken into custody could not be found. Do you have any word on how he's doing today?
You know, I was able to speak with Liam's mother, and I think it's pretty understandable that the family is really asking for privacy and just having some time to reunite all together as a family. So we'll be working with their family to see how well he recovers, when he recovers, and all of the different kinds of supports, mental health supports and school supports that we can provide for the family just as soon as they're ready for that.
Yeah, I was taken by the fact that one of the things that his dad told the members of Congress who were able to visit was how much he just wanted to get back to school and get back to his friends. You feel confident, and it kills me when I see this picture, the way he's grabbing onto the pom-poms on his hat. But you feel confident you have the resources available when his family feels that he's ready to return.
You know, we have had just an overwhelming outpouring of well wishes and offers of support. So with that, in addition to our incredible school social workers and school psychologists, you know, we will get there. I firmly believe that having a continual, typical routine for students is what's best for them. But at the same time, I think it's really important that we all give the family time to recover.
I understand nothing is routine for any of the students today. School is closed, am I right? Can you share what's going on?
Sure. Early this morning, I received notice of a threat to our school. Once it became very clear to me that the threat had been made to more than one of our schools, I made the difficult decision to cancel school for today. Our local police and fire and neighboring police departments as well came on scene to help. Some of us were here on scene as well. They brought in canines and swept all of our schools inside and out, and we're not able to find any type of threat. So we're okay. We're good to go. We're safe here. Our safety processes and procedures and protocols worked well this morning in terms of communication, and then just the strong collaboration that we have with our local law enforcement.
Physical safety, of course, is first and foremost, but there is also the emotional toll that this all must be taking. There was an article in the LA Times about one Minnesota charter school. It didn't name it, but they've seen attendance drop by 50%. The district's executive director said, and I'm quoting, "Our families feel hunted." How are your families doing? How do they feel?
I think we all share in that sentiment, especially when, you know, I personally, if I'm out in the neighborhoods, I'm seeing ICE vehicles circling our schools, our school districts, our schools. So I'm out in the morning along with other staff and volunteers, and in the afternoon, and seeing ICE vehicles parking, kind of lurking nearby when children are trying to get to and from school. So definitely, I would share that sentiment. It feels a lot like being hunted.
I read in that article also about just teachers who are in their, work clothes, just going outside and literally putting themselves in between students and the ICE officers to protect them. How are you doing? How is your staff doing?
It's really taking a toll. people are working around the clock every weekend into the evening, just doing everything we can to support. So it's a day like today, when we receive a threat like today, I think really puts a lot of people on edge. So it definitely didn't help with our sense of safety and security. But again, I'm grateful that everyone jumped in to follow all of our safety procedures and protocols. Our staff have huge hearts, and but I think we're all ready to get back to doing our regular jobs and just having, that peaceful and diplomatic pathway, finding a resolution to this situation so that we can get back to business as usual.
Some of Liam's classmates, who are students obviously in your district, wrote letters to ICE and shared them with the New York Times. And I want to play just a little bit of what they said.
Dear ICE agents, I hope you're respectful to everyone and show kindness. You're making people get really sad because you're just taking them away without them doing anything. You should be kind, helpful, and caring like normal police, not dangerous, scary, and stealing people.
Scary and stealing people. Even if all this ended tomorrow, and I know that's your dearest hope and you want things to get back to normal, who doesn't? What kind of emotional and psychological toll has this taken on your students?
As you can see, some of our youngest students are very aware of what is happening. They see it with their own eyes as well. So, it's not something that we're necessarily teaching in the classrooms, but the kids are coming to school asking about it because they see it, from the bus stop, for example. I am confident that this will have long-lasting negative impacts on children. And I really just find it to be senseless. Again, cases that we're working with, like Liam's family's case, they entered the United States legally. They were following the rules. They were, going through the process of asylum. And I just need to reiterate that there are multiple pathways for human beings to be legal in this country.
If you could send one message to the rest of America, people have Liam's case has set something off, right? It's touched people in a profoundly deep way. If there's something that you could share about, I don't know, input that you've gotten from across the country, from teachers across the country, from other superintendents, what keeps you going?
We truly have received, and hopefully I'm going to be able someday to get through all of the messages and emails of well-wishing that we've received. So I would say we are reading them. We're receiving those messages, positive messages, messages of support, and we do very much appreciate it. My other message would be what people are seeing on social media and in video footage on the news is what actually is happening. And so I just want to make sure that we're all believing what we're seeing with our own eyes and not falling into any type of political rhetoric. For me, it's really important to be clear that when the adults are fighting, it's the children that suffer. And so, I'm here to speak on behalf of the well-being of children across our country and right here at home in our own district.
Well, any support we can send you, consider it sent. Zena Stenvik, it's remarkable the work that you all do every day under the best of circumstances. So thank you so much for sharing your story and the stories of your students with us. We appreciate it.